I am very happy, first of all, to note that the entire Bukedi sub-region has embraced this program very well, and this is evidenced by the number of meetings that we have held across the Bukedi sub-region at the time when we were planning to launch this strategic plan, and all these people endorsed this plan. Also, after the plan was launched, we have continued to have different meetings. For example, we held our first breakfast meeting in Kampala, where we were able to invite all Bukedi who are in Kampala, but they come from Bukedi. And those Bukedi all came, they embraced the plan. And how did we know they embraced? They agreed that they are going to start to grow cocoa and coffee in Bukedi. And as I speak to you right now, we have 2,500 acres across the whole Bukedi that have been set apart to grow coffee and cocoa. That is impressive.
Onako lwayo tuli mu district y'e Busia ng'ekitulese y'ensonga ya Bukedi Development Consortium nga bataddewo ensinkano y'abakulembeze mu district y'e Busia ngadde mu kulonkinga oba okuteeka mu ensinkano esookedde ddala ey'okuteeka mu nkola development plan eya Bukedi. Jjukira gye buvuddeko omwaka oguwedde omukulembeze gwanga ate yatongoza enteekateeka eno eya development strategy ya Bukedi egendeddwa mu kulaba nti Bukedi ekulaakula. Kino kikola nti Bukedi ekwata kyakubiri okuva wansi mu bimu ku bitundu mu ggwanga ebisinga okubeera obubi naddala okubanga bisengenyezeddwa obwavu. So kati abakulembeze nga bakulembeddwa mu Dr. Monica Musenero ngono minisita wa ICT tekinologiya awamu n'obuyiyi obw'enjawulo bateekawo enteekateeka eno okulaba nti ekitundu kino ekya Bukedi kisobola okwebbuula mu bwavu n'okuba nti amaka gasobola okubaako n'ennyingiza gye bayingiza mu maka. Era nga mu nteekateeka eno ebikulu ebirimu besira bayiteeka ku bintu bina nga muno mulimu okulima emmwanyi, okulima kooko, okulunda ebyennyanja kw'ossa n'okulunda enkoko. Era nga batunuulira nti ensonga eno singa eba eteekeddwa mu nkola bulungi kisobola okubbuula ekitundu ekya Bukedi ne kiba nti kisobola okwejja mu bwavu. Era nga bazze basinkana abakulembeze ab'enjawulo wabula nga amawulire ag'essanyu gali nti abakulembeze ne basinkanye okusinza ku bakulembeze b'enteekateeka eno bagamba nti bazze bembulesinga obanga basemba enteekateeka eno okugenda mu maaso okulaba nti ekitundu kyabwe kigenda mu maaso. Byonna ensinkano nga weetambudde tugenda bikutuusa ku Musano Media.
For a very long time, we as politicians have been encountering a lot of complaints about household income. The government has put in place a lot of initiatives, and some of them have succeeded, others have not. I want to thank you, Honorable Minister, for this initiative. For some time, Busia was well known for magendo, which in English they call cross-border trade. But that is an illicit trade. That now, when government came and said this is not sustainable, it was removed. So where does Busia live its earnings from? For a long time, we have not been having anything you could call an income earner. So now here we have. Honorable Minister, thank you very much for thinking about this. Ana ganyulwamo anaye basahale naenda ko babolera mbwe it has been researched bandu bano bose all of them are doctors in their fields. It has been researched and positively, and it has been concluded mbwe ebirime mulobo nano ebirime ebyo binne bacho basomesa no musibalo they are the best for this region. So we are replacing original kwaba ne pamba sinisi yesoda muchizo kwaba ne pamba. Now, a pamba, a market. Now, these ones have been confirmed. Every nebio, Hutulano, no Fundra Makesi, Hoegate, Holeselala, Hoganyulemo. Since Yesoda, Munawa Agira, Munawa Agira. Uno, Nubo, Nicho Emo, Cha NRM government. Oh, Ian and Role Trabanda, we sent to Nyaloba letters and the Musao. So now we have a minister and abantu BUDECO nga niyo mwechesi mwindi because we know why we have breakfast kwa henga ombwe kuhole chapters. So ndimusangafo bonambwe at least banabusia semutu kobose nyuma aba mutubere mani kumanyira kune khalela fozo kunabanga mutubere se dobozi yo kusinzireho o making sure mbwe kumekula no kholasi no kholete no sinisiyesho.
Stephen Wasike Mugeni are my names. I am the district chairperson of Busia District Local Government. I want to thank you for the initiative of the Strategic Development Plan. Thank you for developing it, and thank you for putting in all the input. It's a powerful book. For us, we are just going to, as a district, to pick what we can pick. Honorable Minister, the team here, Batulange Mbale, we uja kumukutabo kuno, kwataho mubihwatamu, handi yaku kinga yaku ekesa President. Umongera mahono. Thank you, Honorable Minister, for this initiative and for thinking about Bukedi as a region and as part of the district of Uganda.
My name is Honorable Nahauli Shams Namihanja, aspiring woman MP, Busia District. We are here today on this strategic plan of BUDECO, but as a woman MP aspirant and a true resident of Busia District, I'm very happy with this whole event. And actually, I thank the organizers because they have come up with a very beautiful plan whereby before you do anything, you really have to set up a plan. I'm really seeing Busia 40 years ahead being a successful district. Yeah, I'm really happy about it. Though, one thing that I feel was a bit lacking, I would address this to the minister who was here, though I wasn't given a chance to talk about it. As a woman MP aspirant, I would love to emphasize the woman emancipation bit of it. We all know that women most times are the decision makers in homes, and these are the people who are normally home all day. They are not always so much engaged. So with such plans, I feel women would have been prioritized the more. Like they would come up with some other strategies to give the women hope, to encourage them. Maybe, yeah, sort of encouragement. For example, I've seen women in the central and other districts, women, especially those who engage in farming, agriculture, and so on. They are normally having engagements whereby their leaders are organizing trips for these particular women to fly out of the country, go learn from other farmers abroad. This only is enough motivation. And I feel if this is really added in to spice up the whole program, I feel the plan is really going to work. Because
Ashiamani sirutu gata abundwano na kubonambwe government iberesa Bukedi affirmative action. Hulo huva efwe kama batula mu Bukedi nga Busiani mu mulirimo inclusive district so saba humanyirembwe Bukedi ni second poorest region in the whole country. Efwe kama bakulembese kwete bakwanja kwebonjabo kuholera kuti okutule mu bwavu. So asiriano nobo namwe kama banabusia alala nende abana Bukedi bose kutula kutemu bwavu kwaba kama bandu bandi abali mu region chini onyola of na mugati kuhonya community kefwe kwese esemanyirembwe Bukedi is the poorest region because by then Karamojo yabekyanga poorest Bukedi kwaba kuli munambenda we were among the best region in the country. Time yi Karamojo yaba the poorest sub-region. So Nikalimbe today we are next to Karamojo. Then it means even Karamojo have surpassed us. We are the poorest. Nui ala no manyombe kuli nefo kusemba bwavu kama bana Bukedi. But kuhorera kutego kutuleo. So I want to thank the Honorable Minister, Dr. Musenero, Ohuika, named this strategic plan, obonambwe abana Bukedi aleta sibalo sinyala syatutusa mu bwavu kwaseka mu level hii bingi byekyo babolera. We know there is a lot of money there, but still we need more. Our work is to agitate obonambwe government efwe itupushinga itie sina sikulukwe unja ko bingi kulukwe unja kukokoa kulukwe unja kumwanyi kulukwe unja kungoho kulukwe unja kungeni kwegamba that plan honorable minister yecha nayo nende ada Bukedi leaders mwesi kwe unja mu Bukedi kuli nende small land holdings population yefe ili akulu wesanga huwe kandada kuliko bandu mahumika datu, and this is a fact. So sina sinyala siatu kolera kulikwe unja kama yefe abatule oba the greater south mwaleno oba mu south kama yefe kuli around majani kuli around Busini kunyala mwata office keji na sibalo solicitie nikalimbo kuteremese nde fulani. What is the outcome kyobana kusubira abatula around Butebo abatula around Palisa kuliko nja bali mu swamp areas ni batere mu bosi ngeni oba mujere ni kulucha mumo ni kunyala kwatu bereza sibala. Those are facts chukuluke sako kweunja obonambwe Bukedi, but nugulu discussing kutundako baborambwe as leaders from Bukedi sub-region kuli determine otas kinga government obonambwe esende kino kiba released in time handi bandu befe bakinyole the same way ngabulu agitating honorable minister knows this. As the people from Bukedi, this is part of the affirmative action you are agitating. And group shinga more harder over Nambwe, Kata under PDM, or Hiraway Unjambwe, parish level, Kulo over Ulivafu, where Unje, Uche, or Babu village level, SL 10 million Niandaleyo, never wonder about to look on Union, Abandi Etoganulam. We know the Guru Unja Kamabule say over Nambwe, Bukedi, as the Bukedi, Abakedi.
Macho Geoffrey is my name. I am the Member of Parliament for Busia Municipality. It is a blessing to our people of Bukedi and Busia District, and more especially Busia Municipality, that today here we are having a conference to discuss about the Bukedi Strategic Development Plan. And in most of the items, as we see, purpose towards poverty elevation and pushing our people towards the middle income. This is so wonderful. This is what we have been waiting for. Bukedi is one of the second region that has the highest poverty level. What we are happy so much for the minister, Major Honorable Musenero, is that her team has identified enterprises that can help our people to make sure that they have a way to go and which ones to plant in particular, and well calculated with the value of each enterprise. This is a good direction and compass to give our people which particular enterprise for them to get involved in.
Today we are here in Busia to kickstart the district level mobilization meetings for the implementation of the strategic plan for acceleration of wealth creation for Bukedi sub-region. This plan was developed last year. It was agreed on by all leaders, right from members of parliament to all the districts. For the very first time, leaders from this region sat down and said, no, we want to have an agreed direction. And we were able to have it, and it was launched by His Excellency the President. Now this plan is really an operationalization of the President's vision, which he has been sharing. What we did was to pick these things and apply them to Bukedi, and it is in line with the manifesto. And so what we are doing now is we have finished the regional level mobilization. to be able to help people to see how did we come up with the plan, because much as leaders were involved, not everybody was involved. And for implementation to be successful, the plan has to be owned by all the down up to the grassroots. They have to be owned because the implementation of the plan is essential at household level. And so after working at the regional level, we have also been working with the different tiers of leadership and different categories. We'll be working with the religious groups, all of them, the different religious groups, and seeing they understand and they urge their people. We are working with the traditional leadership structures. This is the clans and those who have traditional kings and what. We are going to work with all those structures. So now one of the key activities was to come to the district, meet with the district leaders, concentrate on that district, and let all the leaders understand so that they can pick up the mobilization. Because many leaders have wanted to mobilize, but they haven't had sufficient interaction with the plan. So this is to help the Busia district leadership. We have interacted with sub-county leaderships, we have interacted with the technical staff, and we are going to have more interaction with the technical staff, including the leaders in the education system, because we want schools to play a big role in pushing forward this vision, in pushing forward this plan. If possible, we would like at least every school where they have land, especially the government schools, they have land, they can afford to find 4 acres. At least 2 acres, one for cocoa, one for coffee. Let the children interact with these industrial value chains, and then we will interact with which other things they can set up, such that the children grow up knowing where we are going through education. So we'll come back to interact with the technical people to see the view from science, technology, and innovation. This particular meeting now is convened by the Bukedi Development Consortium, which is a conglomeration of all development actors in Bukedi. It brings together the local governments, it brings together the religious bodies, it brings together the business fraternity, it brings together every key player in the region. And so they are going to be the ones that will be working to lead, because for us as science, technology, and innovation, we have to move to another sub-region. We piloted this in Bukedi, but now BUDECO, which is this one, BUDECO is taking the front, and every sub-region we go, we are specifically focusing on those sub-regions which are doing badly. We are those ones which are not doing very well. So we have started putting some footprint in the Sebei sub-region. We have started putting footprints in the Busoga sub-region. But we believe that Bukedi has now picked up. I think people are tired of poverty, and the message of the president has reached. So if people have internalized this plan, PDM is going to yield better, because they are going to put their PDM money in specific things which yield, which will give us the wealth which we want. Because despite people being told that there are 7 commodities that we should promote in PDM, only less than 50% of the people invested their money in those commodities. And so this Chibaro thing helps people to figure out, why are they telling me to do the 7 instead of all the others I think about? Because like in my district, a lot of people put money in maize. Maize is good for food, it's good for other things, but it's good when if you want to use it for wealth creation, you have to have a very big acreage, at least 50 acres, if you're going to get that kind of money. Otherwise, grow it for food, but if for wealth creation, it may not get there. Because if you have any small shock with maize, likely you'll have a return of 0.8%. 0.8 to, instead of 100. I put in 1 million, I harvest 800,000. So if people haven't understood why we are telling them this, and so one of the things that we have innovated as science and technology is this tool we call the Chibalo tool. The Chibalo tool is not something that is, it's not like a hoe or something, and it's not very sophisticated. Just put people in groups and let them, guide them, give them a bit of guidance, and let them see how they can calculate based on income they can get per year. And they have the knowledge, but no, they have never sat down to do that. Many people here, you've been growing a lot of things, but you don't sit down to calculate. So we are operationalizing what Musei typically talks about as Chibalo.
Doctor, in your address.
I am Dr. Kisale James, and I am the chairman for Bukedi Development Consortium, which we call the BUDECO. BUDECO is the implementing agents of the strategic plan for Bukedi, which the president launched last year. So we have a very good opportunity to implement this strategic plan as BUDECO, so that in the next 15 years, all our people in Bukedi will be out of poverty. As chairman, my main role is one, to make sure that every home in Bukedi in the next 15 years has at least a minimum of 30 million shillings in their pockets. That is a summary of what my job is, to make sure every Bukedi has 30 million shillings as minimum in their pockets in the next 15 years. Now, but to do that, we are going to be able to visit district by district so that we can share the strategic plan with the district leadership, with all other stakeholders within the districts, like our farmers, like our religious leaders, our cultural leaders, our youth, our women, so that by the time we leave a district, we are sure that they all understand what the strategic plan is all about and what BUDECO is all about. Now, to start that engagement, we have begun it in Busia. We have begun it in Busia because the district leadership of Busia approached me and they said, Chairman BUDECO, we are inviting you to Busia district so that you can come and explain to us the implementation of the strategic plan. That is the reason why we have come here today to meet the people of Busia so that we can explain what the plan is to them, but above all, ensure that we can gain commitment from everyone in Busia to grow or to implement 4 important value chains that we are promoting in the plan. That is growing coffee and growing cocoa as our major cash crops for Bukedi, but also rearing poultry and also rearing fish, because those ones will quickly put the money in the pockets of our people as we wait for the cocoa to mature and the coffee to mature.
Poverty must go.